Welcome. Didn't expect to see you so soon. In case you didn't know, my name is Professor Cromelton Breaksworth, Head of Doomology at the widely unacknowledged University of Existential Dread. Today's lecture, How to Collapse a Civilization in 3 Easy Steps. Intrigued? Spoiler alert, it's mostly about ignoring climate change, overbuilding temples, and thinking you're invincible. Across history, civilizations have risen, ruled, and fallen harder than a joke at a funeral. I know you probably have a lot of questions. Is this a budget horrible history's knockoff? Will this be hard to mark? And when will the department finally start paying me for these lectures? Join me on a journey of poor choices, bad plumbing, and a suspicious lack of trees. Let's begin in the glory days of the Western Roman Empire. My emperor, the treasury's empty, the aqueducts are cracked, and half the army is mercenaries who don't even speak Latin. Bah, just raise taxes again. Or sell another province, I don't know. I hear gold's going cheap. My lord, we haven't had food in 3 days, and my cousin was conscripted to fight in Egypt. We live in Spain. Excellent outreach. Rome is nothing if not cosmopolitan. He doesn't even know where Egypt is. My lord, people are rioting in the streets. There's talk of a rebellion. Let them eat dormice. But I was saving my last for a special occasion. Also, the East should stop returning our scrolls. Typical Byzantes, always so dramatic.
Open up! It's the Viscots! Jimmy, get the log!
Should we do something? No need. Rome will always be eternal. Well, that escalated faster than a barbarian horde at a poorly guarded frontier. If you know, you know. Well, there you have it, folks. The Western Roman Empire. Once the height of engineering, bureaucracy, and bathhouse banter, fell not with a whisper, but a slow motion crumble of climate stress and possibly just one too many emperors named Flavius. And so we have step 1. To ensure a long and painful collapse, make sure you ignore internal problems and environmental changes. Sound familiar? Right, let's head across the ocean, deep into the jungles of Mesoamerica. Time to meet a civilization that mastered water until the rain stopped playing nice. I, divine ruler of water and maize, command eternal rain. Cue the clouds.
Sire, it hasn't rained in 90 days.
Nonsense! Double the rituals. Bring more incense. Let us not forget our ancestors. They built pyramids, and so we shall build bigger ones. Surely the gods will be impressed. My brother died building your last pyramid.
Well, technically it was heat stroke.
Sacrifices must be made. We already sacrificed my cousin. Please, you're overwhelming the gods, clogging the sky. We shall carve a stairway to the heavens. Using what? The forest is gone. The river is a puddle. Maybe we try water storage, irrigation, or even talking to real farmers. That's not how civilization works.
My kids are eating bark, and not even the high quality stuff. Your palace has running water. We have mud. Mud!
Gerald, take note of that. Mud baths could be a great addition to the spa.
Get him!
Step 2. Centralize all your power in a handful of elite leaders who claim to control the weather, then act shocked when people revolt during a drought. The classic Maya weren't just stargazing pyramid builders. They were skilled at water engineering. According to Lucero, 2002, their leaders gained power through managing reservoirs. But when decades of drought hit, so did the people's trust. Rain dancers could only get the Mayans so far, especially with an unpredictable climate and kings that are more interested in building monuments than digging wells. Now, for our final case study, let's head somewhere remote. Statues, island, soil, and a civilization that may have quite literally run out of trees.
Our newest mine will stretch from sea to sky. Surely the gods will return the fish.
We ran out of logs last month. Down to twigs now. My father says we used to have forests. Plenty of them.
Is your father the Lorax? Look at this face. Such grandeur.
I'm sure the fish would be very impressed if we had boats to go and get them.
How dare you question our tradition?
We're not questioning them. We're starving under them.
Spirits demand it.
Spirits don't need dinner. We do. I remember we used to have flying rats. Birds, they would call them.
So here we have our final step for a quick and easy collapse. Cut down every tree on your island to move giant statues, then wonder why you can't build boats, grow food, or escape. Seems quite specific, that one. So what do collapsing Romans, thirsty mines, and deforested Rapa Nui all have in common? They ignored the signals. Climate stress, social inequality, and resource overuse. The warning signs were clear, but leadership either couldn't or wouldn't adapt. As put by Joseph Tainter, societies collapse when the cost of complexity outweighs the benefits. As Lucero showed us, when people lose faith in leadership, especially during a crisis, collapse isn't just possible, it's probable. But here's the twist. Collapse isn't always the end. It's often a transformation. New systems can rise from the old, sometimes wiser, sometimes not. So what can we learn in the 21st century? That managing the environment wisely isn't optional. That leaders need to be accountable and adaptable. That if we want to avoid collapse, we need to act now, not when the crisis arrives. Because history doesn't just repeat itself, it warns us. And if we ignore those warnings, we might just end up in someone else's lecture.